Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Arsenal.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Isn't it a real pleasure to be able to see the Dutchman Ronald Koeman? He's got to be one of the best ever attack-minded centre-backs, a playmaking centre-back actually, and he can step into midfield and spray a pass with top precision.
Yeah, there's a beautiful purity about the way he strikes the ball.
And he can smack one too.
Can he get it through? Oh, Red, nice interception. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that pass isn't the best. He's found a way past. Nice control. Goes for goal! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Eze usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
That has ended up in no man's land. He's on it, can he get away? Looking for options for movement. Pedri takes a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Paris Saint-Germain have taken the lead. And he shoots! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Aims beyond the defence. He's in a good position. He's having a shot! He's scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And this is Forlan. Oh, good take in a good area. Conte. Threads one in. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's really drilled it. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Corinthians.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Stop from Courtois! And he's quick to get it clear again. Now that looks a decent ball. Another throw-in. That is a brilliant interception. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Knocks it into space. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Tries to play it through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Back into the middle. Griezmann! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Griezmann clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Serginho tries to clear. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Van Dijk. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Neymar receives it in a wide position. Can he stop it going out? Crossed in once more. Keeper's dealt with that. And the shot! Oh, that's fabulous! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Now it's Neymar.
Paris Saint-Germain certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Ambitious ball here. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Forlan. Schneider. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitution.
So off we go once more.
Paris Saint-Germain really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Can he get it through? Now it's Messi. Serginho with the slide tackle there. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now that's well seen too. And it's Sneijder. Oh, super find. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. No, he's just misjudged that one. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, good take in a good area.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
That looks a good ball through. Goes for a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution in progress.
Paris Saint-Germain are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Bardiol is there, and he can get that clear. Morocco are looking to go forward now. Now it's Mbappe. So what can they make? And the finish! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Pedri clears. Thinks one through. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And now a sudden chance to counter. He can get that clear. Pedri, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And that's gone loose. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Albert Ferrer. And smartly reclaimed.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to go.
Shot, surely! He should have put that one away.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Paris Saint-Germain have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. He's had a shot! Off the post! And he hits the net! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. David Villa duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Paris Saint-Germain grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Paris Saint-Germain really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Foot in, looking for options for movement. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, can they get him away? And that's it. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. David Villa claims... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. Gabriel Batistuta, Jim. Pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you say?
Devastating. A great goal scorer, and a scorer of great goals too. Given the ball anywhere near the box, and you know what the outcome will be.
The very example of a centre-forward.
Absolutely, he was pretty close to perfection for most of his career.
Now it's Rafinha. Serginho. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Might be dangerous. David Villa! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Oh, nicely intercepted. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Rafinha. Tries to play it through. No luck with that dink over the top. He's on it. Can he get away? Okazaki. Oh, that's superb. Ball's gone out of play. That's a lovely, neat pass. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Okazaki is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Madrid applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with...
He's having a shot! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Now it's Messi, and he's picked it up out wide. And there's the shot! Oh, it's hit the post!
Paris Saint-Germain truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Now, can they get him away? Brilliantly cut out. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Messi, and he shoots! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short. That is a brilliant interception.
1 minute added
And he
time.
thumps it clear. And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Out towards the flank.
Such good technique.
Schneider's cross.
Well played and well cleared.
Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a shade optimistic. Belletti. Paris Saint-Germain still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Serginho really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
This is their second corner of the game. Xabi Alonso goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Edmilson. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's there to make the challenge. Well, that is one way to stop him. That's a foul, no two ways about it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 20, Okazaki. Coming on the field is number 10, Palmer.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Thuram. Paris Saint-Germain are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling.
And Batistuta! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain, number 11.
Paris Saint-Germain making another change here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Pressing high and with purpose. Oh, what a mistake! And he's managed to get free. Shot a goal! Goal! There seemed no way back, but they are level. Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Paris Saint-Germain grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Oh, well measured. Oh, good ball! Can he finish? It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Danger averted for now. Taken back almost at once.
Added minute has been indicated.
Over to the left. Pedri in acres of space out wide. And he's there to belt it away. Referee's given a throw. And it's Sneijder. He's going for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
David Villa! Oh, that was no routine save. And that will be it. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Your final thoughts, Jim? Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Manchester United.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. Decent chance! And it's come back out to him. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Batistuta. Can he get on the end of this? Valverde, he's shifting through the gears. There's the shot! It's there!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Number 14.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Villa. Looking for options for movement. Out of play for a goal kick. Zanetti. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Rudiger promptly onto that, and that is shapes to shoot! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball.
He's one-on-one chance! It's Schneider! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Paris Saint-Germain get themselves into the lead.
This is wonderful.
He rises! No, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Can he get it through? Okazaki showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. David Villa is onto this. Oh, that's superb. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Griezmann. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Villa really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Pedri, very much a man of this moment. Okazaki, now it's Villa.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Neymar. Now it's Griezmann.
There will be 3 minutes
And it's
added
Kukçu.
time.
Wriggles his way through. He is through here! And he's there to get it away. That's a throw. And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Paris Saint-Germain are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1.
Substitution in progress.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, that's well spotted. Knocks it into space. Oh, what has happened here? And the keeper beats it away. Forlan looking to add to his goal. Andrich cuts out the pass. Rodri. Manchester United finding their passes. Okazaki. Pedri. Oh, this looks sharp. Dink through. And he's picked it up out wide. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Rodri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's found a way through. Tries a shot! Oh, it's hit the post. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Albert Ferrer calmly anticipates. Pedri conjures time and space where few can. Rodri. Oh, just Okazaki! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 20.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they?
Number 11, Rafinha.
Oh, what a climb! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And the shot! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That has been cut short. And this is Ibrahimovic. Schneider. He's had a shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He can get that clear. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there.
Indicated.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Alexander-Arnold. And there goes the final whistle. Paris Saint-Germain have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
Please turn your attention to the
Schneider
screen for
voted
information
man of the
provided
match
by the
and
local
deservedly. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Milan.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Well, there's the unmistakable figure of Dimitar Berbatov. There was never any question of leaving a man of his talents on the bench.
Yeah, you can't question this guy's abilities or his track record. Yet it's funny how he remains a divisive figure.
Well, that was that languid style, wasn't it, which does have its detractors.
Yeah, he's a player who's always been extremely calm and he likes to kind of think on the ball. Some say that was lazy, slowing the game down a little too much, but I've never seen it that way.
Albert Ferrer is there to clear. Aimed beyond the defence. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. First quarter of an hour gone. He's being urged to shoot.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Shapes to shoot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. It's a pretty loose pass. And he plays one through. He's in a great position here. Can he finish? Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Paris Saint-Germain have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now this could be a chance. And he's heaved it away. Pedri, very much a man of this moment. And it's Olmo. That's rather hopeful. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Danny Olmo is offering a wry smile there.
Valverde, looking for a runner. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Great ball, and he's in. Danny Olmo! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Albert Ferrer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he's straight offside. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Some first half thoughts?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Paris Saint-Germain happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Now it's Forlan. That is ended up in no man's land. Schneider. Now, can they get him away? Now then, the ball's come loose. Berbatov. Pedri can so cleverly bypass the press. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Oh, good-looking ball. And the pass is intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. He can run onto that. And he's managed to get... It's Forlan! Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Not much doubt about who's going to take this one.
Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially from here.
Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Mateus.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Played in with purpose. Kante kept his eye on it, and he's there. That has been cut short. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
That's an imaginative pass.
Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, that's fabulous. Forlan! He should have put that one away.
Forlan really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain, number 20, Okazaki. Coming on to replace him is number 10, Palmer. Substitutions taking place.
Milan making consecutive changes here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Paris Saint-Germain moments now away from seeing this one out.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Goes for a shot! And it's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
After 90 minutes is
Paris Saint-Germain could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
number 8, Pedri. Coming on the field is
So that's it. It is all over. Paris Saint-Germain are enjoying their moment of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Forlan picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Grab the tickets you were given when you were walking through the gate.
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
against Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Arsenal have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Pedri. Pedri with the cross. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Plays a sharp little ball here. So much time. Can he finish? Goal! Arsenal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Khan getting this one clear. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And that is a little undercooked. That's a lovely, neat pass. Forlan. Ambitious ball here. And he cuts out the supply. Spread out to the left. Not the most accurate pass. Forlan. It's a searching pass. A header! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Szoboszlai gets it clear. Opts for safety. Van Dijk. This looks promising.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Del Piero, Batistuta. And the ball is out of play. Belletti. And it's Forlan. Oh, super find. Now it's Villa. No, he refuses to take the bait. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that'll be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And the game has already resumed here.
Paris Saint-Germain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Schneider. Now it's Forlan. And it's hoisted clear. Tries to play it through. Drives it in. Chiellini getting this one clear. Tries to pass it through. And it's been played through. And he's got the beating of his man. He's one-on-one. Shot, real chance. Deftly away. It's a loose ball. Del Piero is flagged offside. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Looks like he's been given offside again here. Yes, he has.
Substitutions taking place.
Paris Saint-Germain can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Schneider. He's being urged to shoot. Good chance here! No, not quite.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Koundé. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's been given away. David Villa. Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Pedri. Now it's Forlan.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
He's gone for goal! Too close for comfort.
Substitution in progress.
Paris Saint-Germain have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
And he was quick to react. Rafinha, played right into his path. A hefty chop. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. To square things up. A formality, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Paris Saint-Germain grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Paris Saint-Germain really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. The final 5 minutes. Del Piero. That is a crunching tackle. And that would have been some goal.
Del Piero can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Desperate defending required here. Szoboszlai plays it short.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Oh, that's a key interception. Albert Ferrer calmly anticipates. Now it's Villa. Rafinha receives it in a good position here. Now, who's going to be first to this? And that's that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Paris Saint-Germain against Arsenal.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this guy, Alexis McAllister,
Oh, shooting chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Forlan clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, they're first. He's tried one! That is decidedly lacking.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
No way through. That has ended up in no man's land. No, it's Forlan. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Alexander-Arnold. And Yamal. Messi. Yamal. Alexander-Arnold. Bullish header! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Okazaki is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know.
Real chance! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Paris Saint-Germain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. That's a cute ball. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pedri. And it's Okazaki. Forlan.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played, well sorted out. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, good spread. Messi. Just eases him off the ball. Yamal. That's really well manoeuvred. Looking for options for movement. Zanetti. Now it's Hazard. Messi. Arsenal finding their passes. Schneider. And here's Messi. And that's gone loose.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Schneider. Okazaki. Van Dijk does well to get it back. And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Okazaki. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And this is Okazaki. Oh, it's Okazaki! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Paris Saint-Germain looking to pass their way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Messi. That's a shade optimistic. Serginho. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now there's a fine ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Forlan, and he's picked out the run. He could be in here. And this is Schneider, and it's pulled back.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Opts for safety. Pedri, very much a man of this moment. Now it's Villa.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Knocks it into space. He's in a great position here. He's found a way through. And the ball's come loose here.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Number 20, Okazaki. Number 13, Diego Forlan. Coming on the field, number 10, Palmer. Number 11, Rafinha.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Palmer can get it clear. Rafinha. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. Well, here he is, the epitome of athleticism and speed. That is Gareth Bale.
Yeah, simply one of the best left-sided attack.
He's having a hit! That is special! Gareth Bale!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
And the goal still quivers with the sheer ferocity of the strike.
Look, sometimes when they're hit that well, there's nothing going to stop it. You have to acknowledge the ferocity.
Gareth Bale.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. David Villa. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He'll fancy himself from here. Great chance here to level it up. Schneider! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Now he's got space here. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe! That's a decent clearance. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now here's the delivery. He's there to get rid, and he's had a hit! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Paris Saint-Germain really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Oh, there's a probing ball, and the pass is intercepted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Goes for the shot! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Paris Saint-Germain are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. No way through. Now it's Bale. Looking for a runner. Rijkaard makes the interception. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he's managed to get free. Plenty to aim at here. Danger averted for now. Adriano. Quality ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. That's an imaginative pass. No luck with that dink over the top. And he's being shifted off it. Adriano. Albert Ferrer does really well to win the ball there. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide.
Paris Saint-Germain truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
No, that's been intercepted. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a sharp pass.
2 added minutes
De Bruyne
have been indicated.
can take promptly onto that, and that is that. And he's managed to get rid, and he's had it nicked away. And the first half is done. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Just a quick
Well, for me,
announcement,
Peter,
it is now
things have
time
never
for a
really
special
got going,
delivery.
but at least
Please
this
grab
will
the
be a
tickets
good
you were
time
given when
to
you were walking through the
reflect
gate.
and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
It's Adriano! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Rijkaard. And it's Mane. Bale. Chance, surely! He's scored! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
2 goals on the day. Oh no, what has happened here? Real chance! Relentless! Just relentless! Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
3-0 and things... And the shot! It is a fantastic goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order!
The goal scorer for Borussia Dortmund.
It is no contest! It is a landslide!
Number 18.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Bale. Albert Ferrer with the slide tackle there. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. David Villa is onto this. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Mane! Mane! Keeper always had the measure of that.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tries from distance. Oh, there was plenty on that.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Looking for options for movement. And that has left him in a heap. He's been bundled over, that is a foul.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Bale taking charge of the dead ball. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
It's a mighty effort! That has been knocked clear. Struck first time.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Robertson. He's shifting through the gears here. And that's been intercepted. And that is that. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Arsenal.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. Albert Ferrer completing his first century of appearances here today, and that has not gone unnoticed.
Well, that milestone...
Decent chance! He scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
So, a breakthrough already. And that's definitely not his best. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Played towards the other side. And here's Okazaki. And it's Hullet. Hullet! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Zanetti. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And we have our very first corner. climbs up big! He scores! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's superb. Plenty to aim at here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a throw. Belletti. An instinctive delivery. And the keeper beats it away. Looking for options for movement.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Goes for a shot! Goal! Arsenal! And the comeback is complete. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Arsenal go into the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Still very early doors, and it's been given away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, cracking chance, surely! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that pass just didn't quite work. Hakimi. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Picked out brilliantly. Schneider, he gets big. Oh, taken with style. Once more they've done it. They just will not lie down.
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Baresi. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Paris Saint-Germain are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Quite a half, more of the same please. Score at the interval, 2-2.
Substitutions taking place.
The second half then, just getting going. Pull it. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's De Bruyne. And De Bruyne! Oh, he hit that sweetly. Well, that has not gone well. Schneider, well read, and the danger is averted. Zanetti. Bullet dominates aerially so often. Oh, that's well spotted. De Bruyne. Not the most accurate pass. Hakimi. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played.
He's had a shot! Another save.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 20.
Corner number 2 then.
Coming on to replace him is number 10, Paulo.
He rises! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
A probing pass. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Okazaki. Zanetti takes aim and crosses. And he thumps it clear. Paris Saint-Germain perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Palmer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to Beckham! Oh, what has happened here? Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Paris Saint-Germain present their opponents with the best possible chance here. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Number 13.
He'll know exactly where he wants to put it.
Coming on the field is number 11, Rafinha.